He is going to leave it wide open for Element. Minute 27 left. Beeyu is never out of it, as he's shown us a million times. Element might get the win, but he's going to get it just barely if Beeyu has anything to say for it. And what a shot from Beeyu. All right, we got another good show match for you tonight. We have Beeyu versus Element. Another debut. Beeyu has been in the Discord for a while. Rank checked into 2-mans, kind of like Gengar did in the last series. Had rank checked into 2-mans, but has yet to play a game, and he is ready to show up! Oh my goodness, Beeyu. What a way to score your first goal on stream ever. My goodness. Beeyu. Oh my goodness, wow. All right, guys, if you don't know who Beeyu is, you know now. Element playing this series in the Dominus. I think we're about to see an insane series, because if Beeyu is playing like that, Element plays very similarly. He is an insanely, high-flying player. Beeyu's going to get an absolutely free goal, though, from a missed ceiling reset by Element. Wait, fun fact, Beeyu is playing LCSX with Divine alongside Porflet and Gengar? Oh my goodness. We got Gengar's teammate in here. You know Beeyu for 3 to 4 years, need the blessing of watching him grow up to an insane player. That's dope. Well, Element's going to fake the kickoff, and Beeyu is going to absolutely make him pay. We might be seeing the Divine 1v1ers show how it's done against some of the regulars on stream. Semikiss is certainly a regular. He would count. It's been a long time since he's been a regular, but I think you never lose that status, especially not someone like Semikiss. But Element is also for sure been a regular. He might be starting to push for the most show matches on stream. I think it's probably Gino or Jariz right now. Nice air dribble. Beeyu is just unstoppable. And he's been given space, and chat is trying to tell Element, you give him space, and he is going to punish you. But a fake challenge is not going to connect, and Beeyu will be scoring a fourth. Do I have my audio up? No, I don't. I did that whole show match. I knew that show match kind of felt like it sounded weird, and it's because we were a little bit low on the audio. I really like the higher audio, if you ask me. Gino Perg? Ooh, Beeyu not able to get the ceiling reset off the kickoff. We're still looking for an Element initial goal, but you know he's going to search for a nasty one no matter what. Nice low 50. Can he get a Doomsday Dish off the wall? Almost able to get there, trying to kind of ping-pong it between himself and the wall to find the space. But Beeyu a long shot, my goodness. Yo, what's going on, Viggy Math? You're new here, who wants to be your friend? We all want to be your friend. Dude, Viggy Math, you seem like a nice Widow chatter. I get Widow vibes from you big time, having you, I mean, maybe even if you didn't post the Charizard, but you seem like a nice dude already. Nice fake from Beeyu. Beeyu is just in full control of this match at the start. So far, Waldo's room looking like he had the wrong prediction, as Beeyu is doing to Element what his teammate did to Semikiss at the start of this game. But lots of time left. 3 minutes, 38 seconds left is an eternity, and certainly an opportunity for Element to come back. And honestly, I think Element's just going to be excited to be playing in a game against a player who kind of plays similar to him, it seems like so far. I know it frustrates Element when he's got to play against the pure smarts 1v1ers who, very straightforward with their play. Like Claven is definitely one of those. Claven played Element the last time he played a show match, and Claven was just able to demo and bump and just clean win his way to victory. And Element prefers to take a loss to somebody who, hits a double flip reset on him, and it seems like Beeyu might be that guy. And really, I don't think we've ever seen somebody out, freestyle Element in a 1v1. Nice double flip reset, but no, off the backboard and out. And Beeyu doesn't look like he's actually going to be able to finish the counterattack, so good recovery from Element. I'm trying to think of the most mechanical player Element's played against. I don't know, I guess he's played Daniel before, so Element versus Daniel has probably been a nasty game that I'm sure Element is willing to concede. Beeyu setting up the backflip to an Element air dribble. He's going to try and take a low 50, really all he can do with the amount of boost he had left over. Beeyu flip reset, so far away from the net, going for the double flip reset, it looked like, but too strong of a touch on that first one. But a great placement, really great recovery actually to get back down on the ground and put it in the top right corner. But Element saves it away, and Element's going the other way. Beeyu with the humongous pre-jump, and I can't believe he's back in time. This is what's blowing my mind about Gengar and now Beeyu, is they go for these just obscene challenges that have no business being able to be recovered from. And before you know it, they're immediately back in net. Like, they're not leaving the net open for even a moment, despite doing what seems like the worst kind of challenge. Beeyu faking the air dribble to the ground. Element makes the perfect read, though. Oh, Element giving up on the boot, or giving up on the ball there just to go back and get the 100 boost in the corner. Willing to give Beeyu possession, which I think is a mistake here at the end of the game. I mean, if Element really wants to entertain coming back in this one, I think he's got to force the issue at all times. I mean, Beeyu taking 20 seconds off the clock there in order for Element to score. That's all he needs. He just needs to do that a couple more times, and the game is over. So I imagine we'll start seeing Element force the issue a little bit more, and we might even see Beeyu run up the score a bit because of that. But nice air dribble pre-jump from Element. He is going to save it away. This is a great game, man. This is quite the game to watch. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun series the whole way. Super insanely early pre-jump from Beeyu. And oh no, Element, he's so comfortable on the back wall, but he finally is playing somebody that puts the fear in him, because he just flew up way too early and wasn't able to get to that second touch, when normally that's like just easy money for Element. He's never missing those second touches, never in a million years. But against Beeyu, maybe he is. Element, nice kickoff. Gonna have another opportunity to put on a signature Element play. Flip reset, taken away from Beeyu, and this should be a 7th goal if Beeyu wants. If not, he might not put it in, but he is gonna take it. He'll take the 5-goal lead with 15 seconds. You just hit champ 3 in ones. Buried living the ones main. Nice kickoff for Beeyu. He is not letting off the gas. Doesn't matter if he's up 7-2. He's going to let Element know who has the upper hand. Another kickoff in his favor. Can we get one more clip for the road? Beeyu, do it for us one time. Oh my goodness, he did give us exactly that. I think Element was actually a little bit friendly here. I want to say that he didn't even really head to the net. Yeah, he kind of tried to like double pre-jump save it. Element reverse sweep. Waldo has not lost faith, and you love to see that. You love to see a committed fan. He's no fair weather. He knows it didn't work out for Element too well in this game number 1, but he's not giving up on him. But game number 1 will go heavily in favor of Beeyu, and in spectacular fashion as well. Yo, 69 hung us 69. Thank you for the follow. As I was saying, Element, I think, is far and away the #1 queuer in rank A for sure, maybe in entirety of 2-mans. And Beeyu, this will be his first ever queue. Biggie Math, thank you for the follow. Looking like we might even have more show matches to come after this one, according to my Discord DMs right now. But Element, he absolutely could afford to go up 1-0 in this match. He desperately needs to see a lead, if you ask me. But Beeyu, a nice air dribble saved away from Element. It seemed like Beeyu was trying at the last moment to convert it into an air dribble bump. But Element is going to be able to get the boost here. And that was actually one of the most interesting decisions I've seen from Beeyu so far this series. With absolutely 0 boost, jumping up on that back wall and trying to take that 50, I can't imagine a world in which it goes in favor of him. And I think he got lucky to not have that one just 50 straight into his net. But he is back in time, and Element still hasn't scored to start up this match. And Beeyu, he's been so lethal on the wall, you just never know what he's going to do. Element trying to take it away as early as he can. He actually got a touch on it. He might have sent it higher, It had a trail that was orange, but ooh, nice shot from Beeyu. To be fair, he's been doing it every which way. Just because he put on some nasty clips doesn't mean he's not also banging in 160 km/h volleys to the bottom right corner of the net. And there's a reason why it wasn't close last time. And that's because this guy can seemingly do it all. Element off the sidewall, early flip. We love to see this from him. Flip reset. This is like the classic Element play. And he's going to get a first goal. He's going to tie it back up. A good threatening play. Element loves to use that first flip right after sending the ball off the wall to catch back up to it. And I don't know, I mean, it's a great way to kind of turn every single touch into a potential air dribble. This time he's not going to do it. This time he's going to hold on. He's going to use the flip reset to take a 50. Beeyu is absolutely nutty on the saves right now. Element is going to eventually score. But his pre-jumping of Element's plays seems to be on point. I guess it's kind of silly to say after he just kind of pre-jumped and let in a goal. But he has been cutting off Element's options so quickly, not letting Element get into his groove. Nasty flick from Beeyu. It is saved away. So kind of interesting play. Beeyu not going to take that corner boost. I thought for sure he'd take that away. But instead, he wants to play the ball back into his own half, keep possession. Ooh, not a great wave dash. This is leaving the net open. Element's going to go up 3-1. And now I think Element and maybe even Beeyu is starting to believe that Element can come back. That first game seemed so dominant for Beeyu. But a couple goal lead, you know, a couple minutes into this game, and Element seems to be consistently maintaining his lead. And I think that's enough to reset the mentality here. And we might be seeing a closer series for the rest of this one. Element, nice diagonal flip, landing backwards, trying to get a musty, but pulls the flip a little bit too soon. Beeyu not quite enough boost to get the counterattack before Element can get there. Beeyu's flick game has been on point. Element has been able to save away some of even the good ones, but none of them have been weak. Hasn't noodle flicked a single time, like we see so many people do. Soft flick from Element saved away. Look at that, he's trying to make a possession play here, but Beeyu's going to beat him out. To the midfield boost, and that was a great read from Beeyu. Element trying to play so quick, and oh no, I mean, it's just completely turned around. What happened in game number 1 has been completely erased. Beeyu seemingly absolutely unstoppable, couldn't miss even if he closed his eyes. Now all of a sudden seems like he's not invincible and is going to smack one against the back wall, and Element will get a fourth. So 2 minutes left to go in this game number 2, and Very Living looking correct, saying that he can't get a reverse sweep if he wins game number 2. Nice air dribble, my goodness. I think Beeyu needs to convert it into an air dribble bump, though, at the end. These defenders are just too good. Element not liking his 360. What a flip cancel. I swear, it looks like you hit the ball harder when you flip cancel. And I don't know if that's true. I think it just has to do with the fact that it looks like your car's not moving, but the ball moves as if you flipped. But my goodness, it seems like the ball goes faster when you get a nice flip cancel like Beeyu just did. Both of their playstyles put together look so weird. This is honestly one of the most interesting 1v1s I've watched, because these playstyles, they're so like high octane, I don't know how else to say it, like very fast and aerial based. And of course, as I say that, Element's going to get the most boring goal he's gotten so far as he just rolls the ball from his half into the net. I feel like I saw a clash of ground and air back when we had King Randy versus Creams, and that was one of the better 1v1 show matches I feel like I've watched. But now this is just a clash of 2 straight aerial-based players, and it's just as exciting. But Element might be able to actually repeat the scoreline from game number 1, but the other way. Right now, Beeyu is not being able to connect on all his exotic attempts, and Element's taking it for 3 goals. But Beeyu with a fake kickoff, and that's going to give him boost and possession here. Element almost own goaling it, but what a touch. Jumping that off the back wall. Hasn't been able to grab any boost, so I think he might be getting scored on right here. Oh, that's a nice play. That's 360 from Beeyu. This is not easy to make sure this one gets in. He single jumps it high to keep it above where Element can get to, and then uses that flip at the last moment. This is very intentional. It's to make sure the ball stays above Element's single jump range the whole time, because Element is not going to pull the trigger with the kind of low boost that he has to try and get a 50, because if he ends up losing it, I mean, he's in big trouble. So Beeyu, big heads up play to make sure it stays out of Element's reach, and a nice save. Element not able to 50 this one in. They both end up committing so hard on every offense every time. It's so weird to see them recover and play defense like it's nothing at all. Oh, with nothing. Wait, and play defense with nothing a lot. Oh, you mean like with no boost? Well, Beeyu, nice flip reset. Not going to use it though. Element thinks he's going to use it. Ends up going flying by. So 24 seconds left, and this one's not over. Beeyu gets a kickoff goal here, and it's absolutely a game. Almost able to do so. Fake as he tries to show Element that he's taking it in field, and it's going to work. He made it look like he was going to take a dribble out to center and set up a play, but instead he fakes it and gets Element a little bit tied up in his own corner. A nice chip shot and a fist. So 13 seconds left, and Beeyu is still in this one. Another nice kickoff for Beeyu, and if he can get a nice flick. Oh, never mind. He's going to go low 50. Great play. Beeyu, a couple great kickoffs. I mean, this is what you need to do to come back in the last few moments of a game where you're down 2-3, and that is get perfect kickoffs, man. He has been setting himself up for a great play every time. So will Beeyu try and force the issue and end it before overtime? Element slam it to the wall. It is still in the air. The angle is there for Beeyu, but the flick is weak for the first time ever. And Beeyu must be feeling the pressure of an impending overtime. But right now, this is a must-win overtime you got to feel for Element. After leading this game for so much and needing to take this game number 2 after the game number 1 performance he had. And I don't think he's in a great spot here. If you guys have an opportunity to take a power shot on net, Element will save it away. And maybe a counterattack immediately for Element as he clears it downfield. Beeyu taking the ground dribble. He has looked better on the ground so far. Another nice flick, but Element great on the defense. Still not the best position for him. Beeyu's still in control. Going to take this ball in the corner. Element not going to risk the free jump takeaway this time. Full field dribble for Beeyu, and Element once again saving this away on the goal line. And it doesn't matter how many shots Beeyu puts on as long as Element can keep every last one out. He could win this game, but you got to think right now this overtime is favoring Beeyu just a little bit. Element air dribble, gets the flip reset, and that's enough to actually keep Beeyu off the ball. So even though he can't use it to score, I think that was an important flip reset in order to make sure that Beeyu didn't commit on his challenge and then take that ball down to the other side of the field. So Element, air dribble, once again, that's all these guys do. Flip reset, and that will be it. Element will take game number 2. This feels like a feels diagonal flip, I should say, for Element, or sorry, for Beeyu. Oh no, that's just a great play. Never mind. Element just getting the separation he needed. So that's a GG, and Element is going to tie it back up heading into game number 3. Element, the top rank A player, losing. Well, Beeyu hasn't played rank A yet. So I would say that you could say that if Beeyu was also in rank A, but technically he's only rank checked, and we will see where he ends up. Nice save, man. Element is doing a really good job of saving what is great shots from Beeyu. These are like perfect shots from Beeyu. The placement is just there, and finally Element can't save it. I'm gonna go set up the scoreboard here real quick. I'll probably get back before this replay even ends. But Element used every last bit of boost, and now he finally can't save. Yo, Centaurs, thanks for the follow. The stream is lagging for you. I don't know why. Well, it looks like the bitrate's okay for me, so hopefully that can get figured out in not too long. But Beeyu's going to take the lead early in this game number 3. You watched Beeyu play in the CRL yesterday? Nice fake from Beeyu. Should be a second. What team does Beeyu play for in the CRL? Yo, Gucci X, what's going on, man? Yo, Eco Wall, you got timed out for a link. You gotta let us know what link you're gonna post before you post any links. Or you can just get banned instantly because maybe that link was something that we shouldn't be posting. That also works too. Beeyu is 15. Oh, is that right? So there's no way he's playing in the CRL. I mean, or he's a straight up genius, which, to be fair, is possible. Element. Ground dribble, trying to convert it. Oh my goodness, an air dribble. What a perfect setup here. Kind of faking, going for the air dribble, bringing it back down to the ground, and recovering quicker than Beeyu expected. Back up to the ball. And a nice diagonal flip for a first. You swear there's someone in Beeyu? There could be two Beeyus. But if Beeyu's 15, he's likely not in college. Or he's, you know, cheating in CRL and he just got outed. Element different? Yeah, Element is different. Both these guys different, honestly. This is one of the most insane games. Element, I'm so surprised he took that off the wall. Beeyu pre-jumped so early. This is a great play from Beeyu. He obviously has a good read on what Element's doing. But Element just like couldn't resist touching the ball off the wall. But he hadn't committed yet when Beeyu pre-jumped. So I feel like he could have just not touched it, take it back down to the ground. But maybe Element has a better read than me. Maybe he figured Beeyu would be back down on the ground to save his ground dribble away in time anyways. But interesting decision to take it right into the pre-jump challenge from Beeyu. And Beeyu's flicks have looked absolutely nasty in this game. Element has done a good job of scoring in other ways, but certainly the flick game is in favor of Element, which is what I was saying all along. Chat, you will never expose me for saying anything else. As I said, Element is king of the flick game, as he puts on a nice musty for us to bring himself back within one. Beeyu back into his own corner, gonna give space to Element. Both these guys so lethal when given space, and Element is just, he must have chat open. He must have chat open, and he did not like the sound of me suggesting Beeyu had better flicks, because he has started going at it with the ground game, and he will tie it back up 3-3. Great kickoff for Element. This is something we need to see from him. Oh no, power shot not there. A little bit high, but he should still have possession, and Beeyu looking like he doesn't have time to go grab boost. I feel like he did. I don't know if he needed to hover out in front of his net as much as he did. He probably had time to get his boost. But now he might be looking at a 1-goal deficit. Barely gets away with Element not being able to find the post. So 0 boost for Beeyu still, but he doesn't need any. He needs exactly 8 boosts to get his goal. He says, Feer, shut up about the boost, man. It doesn't matter. As he flicks this one high and gets a second touch. Oh my goodness, just perfectly placed top shelf. Great kickoff from Element. This, by all means, has to be a fourth, right? Thank goodness. Sometimes these crazy defenders like to make me look stupid, but this time, I'm right. Oh my goodness, nasty play just to get back to that ball from Element, trying to get the free set. Instead, he is going to give up a free goal, and that is the downside of going for the clips that Element does go for. That ball just way too far away from the wall to make that play. Element having to accelerate so much just to get to it means that his car is going to continue to accelerate through it and way past where he'll still be able to defend. So Beeyu left with a wide open net. Ground dribble, turned into nothing. Low 50 is going to go in favor of Element as he tries to take it the other way. Going for the ground pinch. That should be saved away fairly easily. Beeyu, long shot on net. Free bucket. Element just let him have one as he goes flying past the ball off the wall. Arctic, if you want to post a link, you have got to warn us about what it is, and we will permit you to post links. Element refuses to get to the ball like every regular human would. He's like, what's that? It's just after the kickoff and it's just in the open field? Well, I'm going to do 19 flips backflip, hold drift, diagonal flip, side flip, just to get to the ball when I could have just driven at it. Oh, Beeyu came from PS4. It's the same Beeyu. Ah. Element fake kickoff. Minute 40 left. Did he need to backwards wave dash into this ball? The world may never know. He is able to get back on the save, though, and a long shot. Should be a fifth. Minute 30 left. Not over for Element. Lots of time, especially as he has been doing well in the kickoff department so far in this game. And my goodness, can you curse a guy more? He's gonna get back. So we didn't curse him as bad as we could have. Element to the other side of the field, grabbing 100 boost, going for the Daniel dribble. Oh no, never mind, not the Daniel dribble. He's gonna take it off the ceiling. Ground play, saved away. Good situation for Element. Oh my goodness, it's just nasty. Like, the fact that you can even get the flip reset. I don't know if it's the right decision, because he kind of needs to make a more surprising play in front of the net than going for that flip reset. But the thing about going for the flip reset from so far away is I think it actually just makes your trajectory and your options for what you can do very limited. He's going to have to rush to the ball, and he's going to have to use that flip right away in order to not just lose the ball. And what's so advantageous about flip resets for the most part is the fact that anything can happen. The flip can be used at any moment. Whereas when you go for a flip reset like Element did off the side wall there, there's only one way he could possibly use it. And it kind of cuts out one of the benefits going for the flip reset in the first place. So basically he's just relying on surprising Beeyu. What a save! That was a nice play off the wall. And that was a game-saving save. Beeyu missing a somewhat open net, not going to matter. He's still going to take this one. Put himself on match point against Element, as he will win 7-5. You looked at the FeerRL team list, and there's no player named Beeyu. That save, holy, that was absolutely insane save. Element did this last time where he forgot that it was a best of 5. Element has had enough of the Dominus. He's back, but in the Fennec. Fennec Element here. Try and finish off this series. He's going to need a couple game wins in a row after Beeyu winning game number 3. Putting himself on match point. This game has been one of the more exciting ones we've casted on stream. Nice 50 from Beeyu, and he'll take the early lead. Interesting kickoff from Beeyu, not taking the behind the ball position. Instead, seemingly like leaning heavily into that diagonal touch. Oh, what a shot from Element. Threatening the flip reset. Either doesn't get the flip reset like he wanted, or just decides to take it to the ground, and then is quickly back up into the net, and a double touch, maybe triple, off the crossbar. Not going to get saved as he ties it back up. Oh, wait, it said BYU? I honestly don't know. If you tell me that he's BYU, then maybe it is. Oh, my goodness. Launching that one with a flip reset. Going to leave the net wide open. Element with a second. Vert82. Vert82, I recognize your name. Are you an editor? Are you like a Rocket League editor? Like a montage editor? Or are you a player? Beeyu, nice low 50. Technically a boring type play for these super exciting guys, but it's not going to work for him, so maybe he'll go back to the super exciting ones. Vert plays, you don't know if he edits too. Gotcha. Oh wait, it's not said BYU. It said Beeyu. Oh my goodness, you almost made me switch. But Barry Living seeming to not confirm that it is said BYU. Element needs to find the angle here, and he will. My goodness, Element doing what he needs to do at the beginning of this game to put himself set up for a game number 5. Great 50. This game's a little bit more grounded, and so far it's been in favor of the stream veteran, at least the Feer stream veteran in Element. So you guys are telling me that Beeyu just turned 15. Where was he for the next gen, man? Why was he 15 in February? If not, man, we should have seen him in the next gen. Beeyu, nice flick. Not quite as perfectly placed as his have been in the previous parts of the series. But good nonetheless. But either way, Element's been able to save him away, and a ceiling pinch is just a little bit wide. The boost steal, though, still in favor of Element. Beeyu able to hold on to a bit, and he's shown a way to score despite not having a lot of boost. At the very least, he's going to have bought himself enough time to corral around and grab some. And Element is just kind of leaving this net open. Beeyu couldn't get the power he wanted. Maybe Element knew that Beeyu wasn't going to be able to get it. But a ceiling reset for Element. Double flip reset. Element wants it so bad, but it will get saved. And, as always, it will cost you a goal to go for your double flip reset. You just committed to California University of Penn for soccer? That's dope, dude. Let's go. So you're sick at car soccer and real soccer, man. These guys pinging this ball back and forth. Elements with 100 now, though. So Beeyu very careful on the dribble here, holding on to that last bit of 17 boost to use it at the perfect time, and he will use it to accelerate a shot and force Element to make a save. But Element does this almost every time he's able to grab boost and gain possession. Is he wants that defender to leave, and he wants to be able to set up an air dribble for himself, so he just cuts the ball right back the other way on his half and takes it in front of his net to the other boost. He wants to reset on his boost, he wants to start an air dribble from his half, and he wants the defender to leave, and he gets all of that when he goes for those. But this time around, he wasn't able to convert on his air dribble attack. But he's up 4-2. He doesn't necessarily need to convert. All he needs to do is not have Beeyu converting. A nice low 50 means he might be able to find another one, but no. Good play from Beeyu. Beeyu trying to play this one quick off the ceiling before Element can get back, but not quite online. Has to retreat out to midfield. Element going for yet another breezy as he sends it towards the back wall. These guys in a stalemate here for the last few minutes. Neither of them able to get past each other's elite defense. Beeyu now out of boost. Element does not need to take the air dribble, and he won't. Oh my goodness, going for the turtle flick. Clear back into his own half. First we've seen Element do this. Probably credit to Beeyu for really making Element feel like he hasn't had the time. He's normally bringing it back into his own corner, you know, multiple times a game. He loves to maintain that possession, but he must not have felt like Beeyu has been giving him the opportunity. Playing too fast. Nice 50 for Element, and he should be able to find this double tap. He is too good to miss it, and so it'll be 5-2. 30 seconds left. Not necessarily over. We almost made the mistake of counting Beeyu out a little bit too early in that game number 3? 2? 2. So we won't make that mistake again this time. Element refusing to pick up the boost like a regular human is going to miss because he wanted to flip into it. Beeyu's flick is high. Absolutely no boost for him, so he's forced all the way back out to midfield. This is a great power shot. And he has technically left the window open by putting himself within 2 with 11 seconds. Not a bad play from Element either. You can't blame the way he played defense. That was good play, with just a better shot, an absolute screamer of a shot on that from Beeyu. Beeyu carrying into the air dribble. Flip reset. Might be able to get a fourth, and he does. 2 seconds left. It's possible. It's possible. Beeyu is just bringing himself back into these games that he should have lost. And if he's able to force another overtime, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. We'll see. I don't want to call it too early, but this one is up in the air. Element can just probably toss it over into Beeyu's half, and there's not much you can do about it. There it is. Game number 2, or sorry, game number 4, a game 2 win for Element. As we head to game number 5. Get your game 5 hypes in the chat. Game 5 hype, Beeyu versus Element. Beeyu looking so incredibly dominant in that game number 1. But Element's biggest fan, Waldo, did not give up on him. He said Element will get the reverse sweep. And while he might have been wrong on the order of the games that Element would win, he was right about the fact that Element was going to take it to a game 5, as these guys have traded back and forth this whole series. Beeyu starting a dribble all the way from his own half, converting into an air dribble, but isn't able to connect. Element, a nice dodge. So that is an adjustment from Beeyu from earlier. Before, he was trying to score just purely off of his dribbles. This time, searching for Element instead. What a save from Beeyu. So fast on the recovery. These guys are so insanely quick at getting back in the match and getting back in the, I don't know what I want to say, the game, essentially. Element, flip reset. Needs to use it early. Beeyu with the pre-jump, and he does. And this should be an easy tap-in now for Element. Nice follow, Lord Thorn. But Element got this flip reset so early that he can use it whenever he wants. Because he got it early, he's able to make the read that Beeyu is pre-jumping. And then, even though that flip that he used is 9 times out of 10 against a waiting defender, the wrong move to make. You don't want to flip reset that close to the ceiling with almost no separation, but when you make a read that Beeyu's coming for the challenge, then all you need to do is get it over him at all, and Beeyu's going to, fly into another world while you have all day to tap it in. And that's exactly what happened for Element. Beeyu is going to tie himself right back up with the kickoff, though. Beeyu double jump. Definitely wishes he had more boost to initiate an air dribble, but instead he's going to roll one up for Element. He basically passed this one. Element loves having it on the back wall. Oh my goodness, or the side wall, I should say. But the flip reset is too much as he sends it off the backboard. Element going to give Beeyu a lot of space, and that was a mistake when he did it earlier, and it's not necessarily going to be a mistake now. Beeyu playing a little bit safer than he did at the start of the series, maybe feeling the pressure of the game number 5. But earlier, when he was given that much space, he was taking it to the air to do something nasty to Element every time. But he started going for the low 50s instead, which is certainly the safer options. What a long shot. Beeyu's going to need another touch, though, if he wants to finish it. The angle is technically there. Beeyu's going to go for the triple touch to get it. He's a little bit wide. Element absolutely no boost, though. Beeyu likely knows it. Oh my goodness, Element must have picked up like one pad. We were watching him, and he had absolutely nothing. So he must have gotten one pad, and that was all he needed. Yep, right there. Just a little pad to pop it over his opponent. And me and Beeyu both fell for it, as I thought he was going to be able to get there. But no, as Element goes up 2-1. Make it 3-1, nice demo. Halfway through this game 5, Element has worked his way back into this one. A shot for the ceiling from Beeyu, saved away in the scariest possible fashion by Element, slamming it into his crossbar for some reason. Seemed like he should have been able to get there easily. But Vert, a couple different fake challenges. Element very clearly trying to cut that ball on top of his car, but couldn't get it up in time. Ended up having to pull out of the dribble completely. Beeyu not able to continue the full field counterattack. So another fake challenge from him. He is in control of the boost. Element with absolutely nothing. Will try and wait at net. Playing it off the ceiling, and oh my goodness, he cuts off enough angles to make Beeyu miss, but can he get back in time? No. So he's not looking quite like Gengar did, but he did a good job at taking away most of what Beeyu had. Forced Beeyu to miss, at least for the first touch. All the Beeyu fans are shaking in their pants right now. Waldo never gave up on his boy Element. even in the toughest moment. And you got to commend him for that. I think Element just pops off on, oh no, Beeyu. Beeyu looked so lethal for the first 4 games of this series. Even the 2 games that Element won, Beeyu kept him close. But I mean, that miss is just, we haven't seen Beeyu play too much, but it's so uncharacteristic for him, at least in this match. He is going to leave it wide open for Element. Minute 27 left. Beeyu is never out of it, as he's shown us a million times. Element might get the win, but he's going to get it just barely if Beeyu has anything to say for it. And what a shot from Beeyu. He sees that Element is coming up the wall to defend, which means he's going to be real high. He can just use that flip early to rocket it down back to the ground. That is an insane play. 113 km/h shot from the ceiling to bring him within 1. A delayed kickoff. Trying to find a little spark here in the kickoff game. Just barely able to get that 50 towards his own corner instead of straight into his net. That was a great challenge from Element. Beeyu, nice low 50, and he is never out of it. And he's got lots of time to spare to retake the lead. A couple good 50s and a dribble setup. This time the low 50 is going to work for him. He's been trying to go back to these low 50s ever since the second half of this match, really. And they hadn't been working for him too much, but this time it will get him a tying goal. Beeyu lobbing it high off the wall, but is going to hand over possession to Element. Element tossing it up in the air. Beeyu trying to keep it glued to his car. Playing a little bit dangerously. He is going to save it away. Element's able to get the back corner boost. So it might have been a save just to buy himself a little bit of time. Thought maybe Element wasn't going to get there. But Beeyu was in a tough spot after the high lob from Element. He needed to go up to tap it away, and then he couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to try and boom it past Element or keep it glued to his car and get a favorable 50-50. But at the end of the day, looking like the decision might have been wrong. This is... What? What just happened? Let's watch this kickoff from Beeyu. Oh, he's delaying it, but he's delaying it at the start. That seems like a riskier place to delay it. I don't know if it was like lag or something, but he definitely just started the kickoff a moment late for whatever reason and left the window open. So 6-4, flip reset off the wall, and he threatens, and that's good enough. We've seen this happen time and time again. You don't even necessarily need to hit your flip reset as long as that defender... Oh, I actually think he did use it. Didn't look like he did, and I'm not sure it really affected the ball much, but he did use the flip reset by the sound of it. 20 seconds left. Beeyu needs a kickoff, and at this point, is it even exciting to know that he almost got it? It seems like he'll do whatever it takes every time. But 13 seconds left. Wasn't able to connect. An Element just needs to play keep away, which he is normally so good at doing. He has got an air dribble. Oh no, he has left a shot open. Element! Beeyu going for the double. No, why did he go for the double? He had time. He can't connect. Element almost got back in time, but I think Beeyu might have rushed it just a little bit. But Element will win in Game 5. What a series. Great series from both these guys, and a really good debut from Beeyu. That was a fun game. Element is going to take it just barely.